Are you struggling to understand the pain and loss in your life? Feeling overwhelmed and questioning the purpose behind your hardships? It is heartbreaking when tragedy strikes, leaving you lost and uncertain about the future. The weight of grief and unanswered question can cloud your mind, making it hard to find peace and meaning. Discover the wisdom of a timeless tale about faith and trust in a greater plan. Learn from a wise man's stories of a boy who overcame immense challenges by believing in something greater than himself. One day, in a faraway kingdom, there was a wise man with deep understanding of life mysteries. People from across the kingdom would seek out his guidance and wisdom. He was approached by a young boy who had a heavy heart. The man had just lost his dad and was struggling to understand this tragedy. Why did God permit this to happen? The wise man replied, "What's God's plan? And how can we be sure of Him?" The wise man stopped for a minute and then began to tell the young boy a story. He said, "Long ago, there was a great emperor who ruled an empire that was vast and prosperous. He was loved and respected by all his people, and he was also respected by his enemies. They knew he was without an heir. The advisors feared that if the emperor died, the empire would collapse into chaos and ruin. So they decided to select a successor who would be wise, just capable of running the empire well. They searched for a person who was capable of doing the job, but could not find one. Then one day, an untrained boy appeared. He was poor and illiterate, but he was kind and had a good soul. They were initially skeptical, but they decided that the boy was worth testing. He was given a series challenges, each more difficult. The boy, to their surprise, won every challenge. He displayed compassion, wisdom, and courage. The advisors were shocked and asked how the boy had succeeded. Where so many had failed, the boy laughed and replied, "I did not achieve it by myself. I had faith in Emperor's plans. I knew that if I did my best, I would be guided by the Emperor." The wise man looked at the youngster and said, "My son, just as the boy put his faith in Emperor's plan, we also must have our faith in God's plan. Although we may not understand the reason why these things occur, we should trust in God's plan. We need to have faith in what will happen and trust that it's all for the better." He listened and pondered on the story. He realized that in his grief and pain, he had lost sight of the bigger picture. He would forgotten even the death of his father had a meaning. The wise man's wisdom was greatly appreciated and he left the room feeling lighter and happier. As he was walking away, he realized how the wise man's story wasn't only about the God and his plan, but also about the power of faith and belief. When we have faith, we can overcome any challenge. He realized that peace and meaning can be found in life when you trust something greater than yourself. So the young man went on his way, taking the wisdom from the wise man's tale with him. He knew there would be many more obstacles in his journey, but that with faith and confidence, he will overcome them. We all face obstacles and challenges throughout our lives. It is easy to become lost in the struggles and lose sight the bigger picture. But if you can trust and believe in the purpose of everything, then you can find strength and courage necessary to keep moving forward. Remember that you too can overcome your toughest challenge with faith and confidence in something greater than you, believing in God, your inner strength, or the universe will help you overcome any obstacles. The journey we call life is always a mystery. When we can trust that the journey will bring us joy, then we can find meaning in every single step. My friend, never give up and keep moving forward. Anything is possible with faith and trust.